Today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, guys, what if I told you that within the next, let me show you, 72 hours, we are going to get a decision whether we are going to break all the way towards the upside to 69,000 US dollars, or whether we are going to break the bottom and test lower lows among the 30,000 US dollar areas. Yes, you heard me right. And of course, in this video, I want to exclusively talk about my prediction, what I think is going to happen very, very soon, whether the break is going to happen towards the upside or whether the break is going to happen towards the downside. And if you're asking yourself right now, Chris, why are you so out of breath? Maybe it is because I was just walking this insane staircase to the upside, and I don't know. I think I have to do a little bit more cardio. Now let's go straight into the content, guys. Smash up the like button to a new all-time high as always, as you are the most supportive community in the world. I truly love you. You are a force for good. Thank you so much for all your likes, for your comments. You are the reason why we are basically having the most watched Bitcoin videos in the world. Anyways, I want to jump here straight into the content. And if you think, Chris, this was clickbait, well, watch this video until the very end and you will probably change your opinion. I want to go here down to the daily candles, and still, like old story, but this old story is coming to an end right now. You probably already know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this falling wedge, which has in fact a bullish bias just because of probability. From 1,000 falling wedges, 670, 700 are breaking towards the upside. Only a little bit more than 300 are breaking towards the downside. So just from a probability standpoint, of course, the likelihood should be higher to break towards the upside. But honestly, this is Bitcoin. So let's check a little bit more indications. Let's check a little bit more what's going on here. And well, obviously on the daily candles, it's not looking the best, right? We have lower lows, we have lower highs, but this is also, of course, always what a falling wedge needs. However, we have a lot of resistance above us, right? We have here this daily EMA ribbon above us. I can tell you we also have the weekly. We will come to that later. The only thing which is right now, kind of good news is, of course, number one, that we are here in a falling wedge, and number two, that this support, which was actually built from January 2021, which was then, of course, validated right here with this resistance. Then we had here resistance, we had resistance and support right here, we had more support right here, and we had beautiful support here just recently. So, of course, it's very strong support, but the more often support is tested, the more likely it is to be broken. I, however, think the likelihood is still higher to break towards the upside. That's why if I had to bet right now, A or B, I would say break towards the upside. I'm probably the only one in the world right now saying that, because everyone, if I'm checking the fear and greed indicator, everyone is right now, let me quickly turn this around, everyone is right now bearish. But of course, this is the moment where I'm stepping back and I'm saying, hey, maybe we have to reevaluate a little bit. Maybe the crowd is wrong here. Of course, it's possible that we are breaking down and like what the most people expect is actually going to happen. However, here I would hold my horses a little bit, and it gets a little bit more obvious if we are going over to the weekly candles. So let me quickly go over here to the weekly candles and actually pull this out. Pull out the EMA ribbon, which we are still below. It's not a good news for sure. We are having here the third consecutive week in a row for the first time, and this is interesting, for the first time since the Black Thursday in 2020. So for the first time since basically almost 2 years, Bitcoin is floating below the EMA ribbon on the weekly candles, and this is by no means something bullish. If we are going back here, you can see right here, the last time we were actually floating below, we basically had a massive dump down of like 40%. Then, of course, we had another occasion. Usually this is coinciding with a massive sell-off though. Another occasion right here in November 2019 where we had a nice, or not so nice, 19% dump. And I mean, I could go on, right? I mean, let's look at this one, the very famous one in 2018 of the bear market, where we had here a nice weekly close below, and then the price was basically dumping down 55%. So long story short, going below the EMA ribbon on the weekly is by no means something bullish. It's definitely something bearish. However, this is my point, guys. If you want to go bearish, please just wait for the break of this falling wedge. This is like the last hope. This whole support is the last hope. So if you want to go bearish, Give it another 72 hours or so. Just wait a little bit, right? So of course, the price target, if we were to break the resistance, would be approximately along the 68,000 US dollar areas. Of course, we are here below this resistance. And another very interesting fact is, if I am pulling out the VPVR, that also coinciding with the top of the EMA ribbon, we are having the point of control. So we are having so much resistance above us. Obviously, all of these things not so good. On a bullish note, the only thing is falling wedge, support right here, and volume support below us. That's the only thing. So what is the game plan right now? Of course, with all of these technical indicators, especially when you are not so tech savvy, when you're not so much into technical analysis, you are asking yourself, okay, Chris, but what does this mean now? What should I do right now? First of all, this is of course based on you. This is something you have to make your own research on. What I will do right now, this is something I can talk about, is if I'm going back to the daily candles, I am getting ready for a trade, right? So if we are breaking support, and this is coinciding with the downward sloping support and also the horizontal support at 38,300 US dollars, the moment we are closing a daily candle, very important, a daily candle below, this is the moment, if I were a two-dimensional trader, I would short. I would short all the way down to the previous lows, actually. You could actually also take a measurement tool and take some profits a little bit earlier. Let me quickly take this one here all the way down. Actually, it's not earlier, it's later. It just looks as if it was... as if the price target would be higher. Let me quickly turn this around. So for this technically less likely scenario, just from a pattern perspective, the price target would be approximately 31,000 US dollars. And then, of course, the previous lows are at 29,400. But that would be, honestly, that would be probably it for this bear market, if you want to call it like this. If we were, however, and this is something where I would be getting active, close the daily candle with volume support above, go back into the weekly ribbon, above the 42,400 US dollar levels, a daily candle important. I would be trading it. I would be opening probably the biggest long trade of my life, take my first profits at 51,000 US dollars, 57, and eventually at 68,000 US dollars below the previous all-time high. This is my game plan right now, and I want to know from you, what do you think is going to happen? Are we going to break towards the upside or towards the downside? Let me quickly check what is happening here with my camera. Hope it's working again. Yeah, it's working again. Do you think we are going to break towards the upside or towards the downside? Like, of course, and leave your comment down below. I have another very important thing to share. How am I getting ready for my trade? Well, I'm getting ready on Bybit if you want as well. Claim your 4,100 US dollar free bonus. Go to the pinned comment, go to the video description, click this specific Bybit link, click register, takes 10-12 seconds. After your initial deposit, you get this bonus for free if you are an experienced trader. Of course, you can trade VPAD there as well, which I'm holding. I think my biggest holdings are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and VPAD. Of course, I didn't sell any VPAD. If you're saying now, Chris, the team tokens are vested anyways, I invested myself also, of course, also in the private sale. So I would have unlocked tokens, which I'm not touching at all. I didn't even touch one token of that, all verifiable on the blockchain, because I'm of course working on this project every day and I know what is going to come. Obviously, bear markets or like bear trends are not so favorable for any altcoin out there, but well, as you can see, we are launching here weekly, sometimes 2 projects per week, where you can get free IDO allocations as a VPAD staker, and of course also insane staking rewards. This is why the community is going crazy about it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button to a new all-time high. We are going to see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto, and as always, guys, as always, bye bye.